Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, explain Stack Overflow error in Java. Let me answer. We have something known as JVM, Java Virtual Machine, which runs the Java programs. So JVM will allocate some stack memory to any Java program up to a maximum of, let's say maximum to maximum 4 MB max. Okay. So if that particular memory is completely utilized and if the memory is going beyond that, okay, the program is taking more than that allocated memory, that is more than 4 MB, if that Java program is taking, in that case, we are going to get this stack overflow error in the output. Okay, when you run such kind of programs, which, you know, which take more memory than the allocated memory for the Java program by JVMs, like up to 4 MB max. That also in most of the cases, general programs don't need so much of stack memory, guys. 4 MB is more than enough. That is a maximum point anyhow. So, but in which situation this kind of error will come? You see, let's say you are creating a program where a particular method is being recursively called. The same method is calling itself, okay, without any exit. The same method is calling itself without any exit, like it's going into some kind of infinite loop. To some extent in the output, that particular recursively called method will run without any problem. But when every time a particular method is called, some memory from the stack memory allocated by this JVM will be utilized. Okay. So again, the same method is called again some memory will be utilized. So in that case, what happens is repeatedly it will go to a level where the complete memory, okay, which is allocated that for that particular program by JVM stack memory, will be completely utilized by the program, and it will try to surpass that limit. Okay, the program will try to take more memory than that is allocated by JVM. In such kind of cases, we are going to get stack overflow error. Anyhow, to make this concept more understandable, I'll create a program and practically show you how that works. Okay. So guys, I'll do one thing. I'll just create a new class here. I'll just give me a second. I'll just delete this and create a new class. The same name, class 9. Some random name, guys. Okay, you can give any name while creating a class. There's no problem in this. I'll just create a class, say class 9. With main method I'll create. With main method I'll create. And the class with the main method will be created. And this comment, I'll remove that. This comment, I'm going to remove that. And also here, I'm going to create one more method, that is public static void sample, some sample method. That's it. Okay. So here I'll provide some parameter, let's say, and just for the example sake, I'm creating this. So when I have to call this particular sample method from the main method, I have to call like this sample, and I have to pass some value. I'll pass one, let's say. I'll pass one. Now here I'll write down system.out.println inside sample method, and along with that, I'll also print. I would like to print the value of this parameter, that is a. Okay, one will be assigned, and now once this statement is printed, I would like to call this sample method by itself. Okay, from the same sample method, I'll call this method. Okay, so I'll say a plus plus here, a plus plus. I'll increment the value of a here, and I would like to call the method. Okay, so I can also say something like the sample of a plus plus. Also, I can say no problem. Okay, sample of a plus plus. What will happen? How the program will run first? Main method will be called. Some memory will be allocated. The Java program, this Java program will utilize some memory in that allocated stack memory by the JVM. Some stack memory will be allocated. So after that, a method calling will be done, and it will go here. Control will go here. Again, some memory will be allocated in the stack memory by the program, because this method is called and all those stuff. Now, while the program is getting executed, it is printing inside sample method. Initially, value 1 is there, 1 will be printed inside sample method 1. And after that, sample of a plus plus, again, from the same method itself, we are calling the same method, guys. Sample of a plus plus means a plus plus will become 2. A will become 2. So here, sample 2 will be called inside sample method 2 will be printed. Again, some sample sample stack memory will be allocated, some static stack memory will be allocated. Now sample 3 will be called, and there is no end to this cycle. The value of A will get incremented, and that many number of times the sample method will be called, and there is no limit for that. Hence, it keeps on repeating, calling the method by itself until the situation comes where JVM has only allocated up to a maximum. Let's assume that up to a maximum 4 MB JVM has allocated. If this memory allocation in that particular stack memory allocated for this program by JVM is finished. Now the time comes when this method will call, next method calling will happen. It will look for allocating some memory, okay, occupying some memory in that allocated stack memory, but there is no memory left out. In that case, we are going to get this exception known as, or error known as stack overflow error in the output. Okay, run this code, you will see that to some extent print statement inside sample method 1 will be printed, and after that you will get error. You see the program has run very fast. Okay, so inside sample method 1, inside all ones have come. Maybe, okay, I'll say plus A, otherwise let's see what will happen, because before incrementing it is passing, so that's the problem. This time it will work fine, guys. Okay, plus A will work fine. So let's see this time. How many times the method has been called? We can see that from the beginning. Okay, I cannot see here 7. Okay, so there is some problem here. Let me run the program again. Just see here, it was very fast, guys. It was very quick and fast. I cannot see, like maybe it's not able to accommodate so much of space here. Don't know. Okay, so maybe some number is coming, that's okay. So what it is printing, sample method int a plus A and all those stuff. Okay, sample 1 should be called inside sample 1 should be printed first, but here some number is increasing, guys. It went up to this number, guys. Okay, maybe it cannot show you all the output, right? Because the lengthy output is there. So you see up to 8417 is the output. Okay, last time it has called the sample method is how many times it called the same sample method? 8417 times this method has been recursively called, and till that stack memory allocated by JVM was sufficient. But next time 8480 times when it was trying to call, the memory got completely got occupied. That stack memory got completely occupied, and there is no other space for this new method calling should happen. So that's where stack overflow error has come. Okay, that's where the stack overflow error has come. It kept on giving the error. So this is one program, guys, where you can get a stack overflow error. Okay, in the output. Okay, this is where you will get stack overflow error in Java, and that is the reason for that. Okay. So JVM allocates some kind of memory, stack memory for a particular every program in the Java programs, and the Java program can consume up to that 4 MB. If that particular memory allocated is completely occupied and if still not enough, then JVM cannot allocate more than that. So in that cases, the program cannot consume more memory. In such situations, program will print out, give out in the output will give you stack overflow error, because there is no memory left out to call that particular method recursively anymore. Okay. So with this practical demonstration, I've answered this question for you. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.